Future, I'm coming 848 for life, Dungeon Family, so it's real big, you know what I mean?
Before Future dropped 6 albums giving us hits such as Tony Montana, Same Damn Time, Honest, Low Life, Used to This, Move That Dope, Fuck Up Some Commas, Mask Off, Crushed Up, Jumping on a Jet.
I make records, I don't get it too excited until I hear it on the radio and I look on the charts, and when I see the numbers, that's when I get excited.
Before Future gained a massive social media following, including 5.36 million on Twitter, as well as 13.1 million on Instagram at the time of this recording. Before Future was collaborating with the likes of Chief Keef, Justin Bieber, Ace Hood, Pharrell, The Weeknd, Miley Cyrus, and Drizzy Drake. Before a popular meme began suggesting that Future and Meryl Streep, well, they shared a resemblance. Future has become one of the most prominent names in hip-hop, and for good reason. Aside from being the hook layer for some of the generation's biggest names in music, his work ethic and determination has blown away almost all competition. And it's no wonder he pretty much bleeds for music, claiming to hit the studio every day. In fact, he stated, "I'm most comfortable in the studio, nothing else matters but the music. You got this love for it, for something that you think about. You sleep and you dream and you wake up and you breathe it and you live it. There's so many options, there's many ways to blow up, there's many ways to be known and to get success and to be successful. It's just about picking the way that fits you." Since 2009, the artist has been making the radical transition from Atlanta street hustler to rap extraordinaire, and it sure paid off in a big way. On October 20th, it was reported that the 34-year-old rapper, well, he stopped by an ATL radio station and hinted at a $50 million deal. What was that exactly? Well, you'll have to stay tuned to find out. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of rapper Future prior to fame. Here for you, of course, on Before They're Famous. Now, we did a video on him way back in the day. I think it was like 2015. So it's definitely time for an update. We've done other updates as of recent on Cardi B, Young M.A, Lil Wayne, and a bunch more. Let us know, as always, who's next in the comments down below. This video was brought to you by our good friends over at Candy Pens. Ooh, see how I pulled that out of my pocket? No one saw it coming. Okay, let's get into the video. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom! Future was born Nevadius Damon Wilburn on November 20th, 1983 in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, over the years, there has been plenty of dispute over his birthplace, with several sources claiming that he is originally from Haiti, with many people reporting that he was either born in Haiti or of Haitian descent. As it turns out, the rapper, he is actually a huge fan of Haitian culture and hangs out with many a Haitian person. While his first name, Nevadius, is a Greek word for king, while Future's early childhood nickname was Meathead, due to his oversized head that I guess he apparently had as a big boy. Don't worry, Meryl Streep had the same thing. Horrible. I told him funny. All right, here we go. His mother, she worked tirelessly as a 911 operator while his father was in and out of his life. In fact, it's reported that Future's dad isn't even listed on his birth certificate. Now, as a result of his parents' absence, well, Future spent most of his time at his great-grandmother's house in the notorious Zone 6 neighborhood of Kirkwood. Now, as he grew older, he became more aware of his surroundings, realizing that many of his family members were drug addicts. Crime was a common part of his life, and Future described an experience where robbers broke into his grandmother's home and proceeded to tie everyone up. Commenting on the end result, well, he stated, "It wasn't even traumatic. I come from that kind of family. I had to get over it."
I was a hustler from the beginning. I was born a hustler.
Future was only 6 years old at the time. It was events like these that shaped his early years. He couldn't help getting himself into trouble.
Lived with my grandma when I was a kid, then sleep on the floor. You sleep on the floor, you sleeping with all your drugs on you on the floor. With your clothes on, you don't even take your clothes off.
While he proved to be a talented high school basketball player, Future became involved in drug trafficking. It has been reported that during his early years on the street, he changed his last name from Nevadius Wilburn to Nevadius Cash, and this was ordered to throw off police if he got arrested. Then when they entered his name into the database, a completely different person would come up. How smart. He eventually dropped out of Columbia High School for his senior year, and he now looks back, well, and he regrets these decisions. My camera girl just broke out laughing. Nevadius, I'm glad he kept that. It's a beautiful name. Speaking on this, he stated, "I was caught up in the streets. I'm smarter today than I was then. If I was smart as I am now, I would have asked for more work. I would have been reading more books. Just as much as I work in the studio now, I would have been in school that much. The Future claims to have been locked up several times. There's even a mugshot of him online. Breaking ties with his family members and sleeping on people's floors, well, he soon hit his lowest point. While held at gunpoint, he attempted to grab the assailant's pistol, and he was shot in the hand. With several crimes on his record, a new bullet wound, as well as a son on the way, well, 18-year-old Future grew tired of life on the streets, and he decided some changes they had to be made.
After I get shot, I went mentally just like, I was on some live by the day then, because I was like, man, I could have died. And then it just took me a while to change my whole thoughts.
A fan of hip-hop music from a young age, he had been writing rhymes on the down low for several years. His uncles would play music around the house, introducing him to old school greats, such as Kool Moe Dee as well as Too Short. But Future was not the only member of the family influenced by his family's love for hip-hop. His cousin Rico Wade, he ran a local Atlanta record label called A1 Records. However, the two were not close, and a relative brought Future in to talk to him.
He came by and brought me the first mix CD or whatever. Told me putting it out, and it didn't blow up as much.
Now him and Rico, they hit it off, and soon enough Future was recording music at his cousin's mansion. He even started crashing there. Still going by the name Meathead, well, the rapper began working with legendary Atlanta hip-hop group The Dungeon Family, which also included Goody Mob and Outkast. Sharpening his lyrical skills as well as honing his own trademark style, well, Future's life was seemingly getting back on track. Rapping with The Dungeon Family's second-generation group known as The Connect, well, he released several efforts. Now, we actually found some early recordings of the MC as a young man, and holy shit, does he sound a lot different. It's almost creepy. Now, we can't show you the clips, unfortunately, but you can find them on YouTube. Still going by the name of Meathead, well, he earned the nickname Future from his colleagues, telling him that he would be the future of rap. Now, Rico Wade, he would encourage him to go the distance with his talents and pushed him to record his first mixtapes. From 2010 to 2011, the rapper dropped 3 separate efforts. They were called 1000, Dirty Sprite, and True Story. Now, it was through True Story that the single Tony Montana was unveiled.
I had put my whole mind state into that Scarface mentality, just for how he approached coming over to the States just with nothing. Like, you ain't got nothing, your back against the wall, you just gotta go hard.
Well, the track wasn't exactly a chart topper, it was a massive success on YouTube that gave him a taste of mainstream exposure. Now, the trend of rappers shouting out Scarface is not a new one. After all, there is a rapper named after him. But Future, he found that the film's main character resonated with him especially. When asked what characteristics he shared with one of the greatest anti-heroes of all time, well, he stated, Tony, he knew what he could do. When he came to America, he had to start working for somebody. But at the end of the day, he knew the dude that he was working for wasn't bigger than him. Timing is everything. He also assisted the rapper YC in writing the single Racks, which proved to be a smash hit in the summer of 2011. The same year, he founded his label, Free Bands. Alright, we got more for you guys on Future, but for now, well, it looks like it's getting a little smoky in here. You've all heard of Candy Pens, right? Well, if the name doesn't ring a bell, I got a good feeling you've seen them before. Now, Candy Pens, they were named Best Vaporizer of 2018 by High Times due to its combination of popular technology and flashy design. And Candy Pens, well, they're quickly becoming the go-to choice for vaping in the hip-hop and rap community. They've got co-signs from the likes of DJ Khaled, Fatboy SSE, Young M.A., and Amber Rose. Now, A$AP Rocky, he's got his own line called the Flacco Jody Collection. And, well, guess who they signed on to be your official YouTube ambassador? That's right, little old me. Now, Candy Pens are for those 18 years and older, and if you're of age, well, I got good news for you, because you can get 25% off your entire order during checkout. Yeah, there's a link down below, it's in the description, it's in the comments, hit it up, enjoy yourself. Now let's get back to Future. 2012 proved to be a definitive year in his career as he was provided more opportunities to shine. His debut album Pluto dropped that April, releasing tracks like Same Damn Time and Turn Off the Lights. He was also listed that June on XXL's Freshman cover and took part in the year's Freestyle Cypher, along with Hopsin, Machine Gun Kelly, Roscoe Dash, and Danny Brown. Pluto went gold and was well received by hip-hop critics. Now, Future's mellow auto-tune sound became a hit among fans of trap music, and several high-profile artists recruited him to do the hook for their tracks. This became so common that several people labeled him as the new T-Pain, who, you know, before Future, he held the title as the hip-hop undisputed chorus king. And he had to wrestle Akon for that spot. It's just like a passing of the crown, really.
All the fiends are running to get Future's crack. They don't want T-Pain's crack no more. T-Pain's crack got too much cut on it. And that's just all it boils down to. Future took over T-Pain's track.
Following a fallout with Drake and being kicked off his tour, well, the two, they had a brief feud, with Future eventually filing a lawsuit of about $1.5 million for lost wages. The two, they eventually settled their differences. He followed up with his sophomore album Honest in 2014, and this effort, it also went gold. In 2015, he went double platinum with DS2, followed by his fourth solo album Evil in 2016. That's love, spelled backwards. Anyway, it also hit 1 million records in sales. 1 million records. He also sold 1 million records. Yeah. Now Future, he just couldn't be stopped. With 4 hit albums and a slew of features on other artists' tracks, well, everything had come together. He also dropped several more mixtapes, including Monster, which included the strip club anthem, F Up Some Commas. 2 more albums in 2017 and 2018 were released, entitled Future and Hendrix. Now Future, he's got 4 children with 4 different women, including singer Ciara, which he's had a little bit of drama with. He's also been sued by both Ciara as well as his firstborn mother, Jessica Smith. But you know, when you got 4 ladies, it's impossible to keep them all happy. You know what I mean?
Ciara and Future, things are not going well as far as child custody. At least that's Ciara's version of it.
As of right now, well, Future has recently released a collaborative album with rapper Juice WRLD entitled World on Drugs. Featuring a single, Fine China, the 16-track record dropped in October of 2018. On January 18, 2019, well, the rapper, he dropped The Wizard, the 7th studio album, and it debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, and it's his 6th album to go #1. Big, huge congrats to him. Alright guys, we're wrapping up this video here. My name is Michael McCrudden. Thanks for checking this one out. Of course, we gotta thank Candy Pens because they sponsored this video. Without their help, we couldn't bring you as many videos as we do. We do updates every now and then, you know, to keep these things fresh and to look back on some videos that we could have done better, but you know, we were a growing channel. So let us know who's next in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in another video. Also, Future, you got 13.1 million Twitter followers. Imagine what a retweet could do for us. It could change everything. It could make us the future. All right, he's not gonna do it.